Have you ever wondered what the highest status for a human being is? The Quran tells us that the status of Imamate is even higher than prophethood and messengership. But why? Recall the story of Prophet Ibrahim. After passing severe divine trials, he attained the status of Imamate. But what are the characteristics of this status? And why can only specific individuals reach it?
Who is worthy of this high position? Why can certain individuals reach this status?
An imam is not just a political leader, he is a perfect role model for human life. But what conditions must he fulfill? Firstly, the imam must be infallible, that is, free from any error or sin. Why? Because if the imam makes mistakes, how can he be a role model for people? Secondly, he must possess vast knowledge that originates from a divine source. Thirdly, courage. The imam must stand against oppression and defend the truth. Fourthly, asceticism and detachment. He must be free from worldly desires so as not to be deceived by power and wealth. And fifthly, moral charisma. He must attract hearts like a magnet.
What happens if the imam does not have these conditions? Can society continue in the same way without a leader?
After the demise of the Prophet Muhammad, a significant question arose: who should be his successor? Some believe that the Prophet did not appoint a successor and left this task to the people. But is this logical? A prophet who gave instructions for the smallest matters of life, how could he not have a plan for something as important as succession? On the other hand, can people choose someone who possesses conditions like infallibility and vast knowledge?
Can people also choose the imam, or must he only be chosen by God?
History tells us that after the Prophet, the first caliph was chosen by a group of companions. The second caliph was appointed by the first caliph. But were these methods in line with Islamic principles? Can the selection of an imam be done by a limited group? And why was Ali, A.S., who was the most knowledgeable and pious, not chosen initially?
If people can also choose the imam, why wasn't the best person selected? Is this compatible with divine justice?
Imamate is not just a political position, it is the responsibility of guiding people towards God. The imam must be infallible, knowledgeable, courageous, ascetic, and possess moral charisma. These conditions can only be determined by God. Therefore, the selection of the imam cannot be left to the people. Imam Ali, et al., was the perfect example of these conditions. He was not only the most knowledgeable, but also the most courageous and ascetic of his time.
If there were an infallible imam among us today, how could we recognize him? Has our society prepared itself to accept such an imam? In this video, we try to present a new perspective on Imamate and the position of Imamate to you. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it. If you have a differing opinion, I would be happy to see it in the comments section and have a discussion with you. And if you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the upcoming videos. Until the next videos, goodbye.